Today we're going to discuss HTML and CSS. First, discuss the differentiate HTML from CSS. Second, discuss the history of HTML and what is it used for. Identify the 3 ways to use CSS. Discuss and explain CSS properties and how browsers process CSS. Create simple programs in HTML and CSS. Lastly, evaluate the output of code fragments having HTML and CSS. Today, we're going to dive into the fundamentals of web development by exploring HTML and CSS. Let's get started.
What is HTML? HTML is standard markup language for creating web pages. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML describes the structure of web pages using markup. HTML elements the building blocks of HTML pages. HTML elements are represented by tags. HTML tags label piece of content such as heading, paragraph, table, and so on.
HTML with an example code.
What is CSS? CSS, or Cascading Style Sheet, is the language used for describing the presentation of a web page, while HTML handles the structure. CSS is responsible for the aesthetics, things like color, fonts, and spacing. It's what make a web page look good and enhance user experience. In summary, HTML provides the structure, while CSS is all about styling. Both work hand in hand to create fully functional, visually appealing web page. The CSS color property defines the text color to be used. The CSS font family property defines the font to be used. The CSS font size property defines the text to be used.
CSS with example code.
Today, HTML is the backbone of nearly every web page on the internet. It's used not just for websites but also web applications, email, and even mobile apps. It provides the essential structure that all web content is built upon. HTML is used not only to structure websites but also integrate multimedia content, support web apps, and ensure compatibility across different devices and browsers.
HTML has come a long way since its inception in 1991 by Tim Berners-Lee, originally created to share documents on the World Wide Web. HTML has evolved significantly, from basic text formatting to supporting rich multimedia content. HTML capabilities have expanded dramatically over the years.
HTML1 was released in 1993 with the intention of sharing information which can be readable and accessible via web browsers, but not much of the developers were involved in creating websites, so the language was also not growing. Then comes the HTML2 published in 1995, which contains all the features of HTML1 along with the few additional features which remain as the standard markup language for designing and creating websites until January 1997, and refined various core features of HTML. Comes the HTML3, where Dave Rogers will introduce a fresh paper or draft on HTML, which include improved new features of HTML, giving more powerful characteristics for webmasters in designing web pages, but these more powerful features of new HTML slow down the browsers in applying further improvements. Then comes the HTML4, which is widely used and was successful version of HTML before HTML5, which is currently released and used worldwide. HTML5 can be said for as an extended version of HTML4, which be published in year 2012. The first way to apply CSS is inline. Inline, where style is directly written within an HTML tag. This method is useful for quick, small changes but can become cumbersome for larger projects.
Internal CSS. Internal CSS is defined within the style tag in the head of your HTML document. This method keeps styles in one place but is still limited to a single HTML file. Definition and example.
of internal CSS using style and tags. An internal CSS is used to define a style for a single HTML page. An internal CSS is defined in the head section of an HTML page within a style element.
External CSS is the most common and efficient method. It allows you to keep your CSS in a separate file which can be linked to multiple HTML files. This method is preferred for larger projects as it promotes cleaner, more maintainable code. 3 CSS with example code.
Doctype HTML. This declaration defines the document's type and version of HTML being used. In his case, it's HTML5. HTML, lang and en, this tag mark the beginning of the HTML documents and specifies the language of the documents, lang and en for English. Head. This section contains meta information about the documents such as the character set UTF-8, viewport setting for responsive design, and the title of the web page, basic HTML template. The style tag within head contains internal CSS to style the web page. And body. The body of HTML documents contain all the content that will be visible on the web page. Header. This section contains the heading H1 welcome users to the website. The header has a dark background, white text, and some padding to create space around the text. Nav. The navigation area with links to different sections of the web page. The navigation links are centered on the page, spaced out with margins, and styled with no underline and dark text color. Main. This section is intended to hold the main content of the web page, and these templates include the secondary heading 2 and the paragraph P explaining the purpose of the page. Footer. The footer contains a copyright notice. It's positioned to a bottom of the page with fixed positioning. It has the same background and text color as the header, maintaining a consistent design. CSS style. The CSS style defines the style and tag control in the appearance of the web page. Body. Sets as default font, family, Arial, sans, serif, and light gray background color, and ensure no default margin around the page. Header and footer. Share a consistent dark background, white text, and padding. The footer is fixed at the bottom of the page nav. Center the navigation link and applies style to the anchor. Tags for uniform appearance. This template is the starting point that can be easily customized by adding more contents, additional style, or interactive elements.